Hey, hello all you Bob. Tonight I'll share a video of a little bit of bush food I've been lucky enough to collect over the last couple of weeks. Today I'm going to be showing you some wattle seed. It's a coastal wattle I've been lucky enough to gather down where I live in the south coast of New South Wales, a little town called Ulladulla. The locals, Aboriginal locals, we call it Nullada, which it means in Durga language, our home by the sea. Now with coastal wattle, I'll just put you down to my chopping board. There it is. This is the wattle seed, the coastal wattle. Now a little bit of a disclaimer here. When you go out in the bush gathering food and that, please don't gather nothing that you don't absolutely know that is safe, because there's a lot of food, a lot of plants out there that is quite harmful if you don't know how to correctly gather it or prepare it. For this coastal wattle, for example, it is toxic. It does have toxins in it. To my best of my knowledge, the old fellas used to roast it on the fire. When they gathered it up, they'd grind it up and roast it in the fire and make it into bread, which a lot of people actually don't know. Aboriginal Australia is actually the first people to invent bread all those tens of thousands of years ago. But actually, in my opinion, it would be more like 100 or over 100,000 years ago. Anyway, I'll just show you an example. That's the already picked seeds. I've already picked them out of the husk. And here they are here in the husks. When they're ripe, they grow on the wattle. When they're ripe, the pods, they split open. And the seeds often fall to the ground. And that's when you go and pick them up. And unfortunately, where I picked them up, or found these along the beautiful Mollymook beach, it's a little hard to pick the seeds off the ground, so I got all the ones that had got a little traps left in their pods, and I've been pulling them out individually, which you can imagine takes a long time. So I've got this little amount in the bowl, which is plenty for this little demo I'm going to show you now. So because at the moment this is it's not safe. This is naturally been picked out in the bush. So first off, I'm just going to drain the seeds off. So because you can imagine being out in the bush, you can have little nasties, little spiders and all that. So I'll just quickly give these a rinse over. And let it drain. One XAB. Now the way I cook these up, the wattle seed to prepare them is, I roast it and I've got a flavour stone fry pan here. I just roast them up and let them pop until they pop like popcorn. And then they're cooked, and then I let them cool a bit, and then I just grind it up almost like the old traditional way in a mortar and pestle. And then from there, you roast it up, ground it up, wattle seed that you can put in nearly anything. You make the old traditional bread, use wattle seed to make the flour from the wattle seed, and make your bread like your bush damper, where you can go into Johnny cakes, which is a little miniature version of a damper that we often make going out camping. It's nice, the kids love that. Or another, a newer example that I just found out a couple of years ago is actually Qantas is branching out into the bush foods, and they actually got a wattle seed flavoured ice cream, which in the next week or two hopefully they make from scratch, which I'm really excited on that. The last year as well, as I found that a lot of restaurants, especially now starting in the major cities like in Sydney, I've actually heard them making hot beverages like a coffee alternative, which I've actually tried last year myself with my last gatherings from the last season, which is actually quite light, which is more than likely, if I've got enough left after I make me dampers and the ice cream, I'll more than likely make again. Okay, so getting on to the cooking process, just put it, I've got my pan on a medium heat, just so it doesn't cook too quickly and burn, because I'm actually rather forgetful. So I like to cook things slowly. So just get this to a bit of a heat, and then I'll probably put it on low. And then we wait until it starts getting ready. Okay. And I'll just pause it right there, and I'll bring you back. It only takes maybe 3, 4, maybe 5 minutes, pretty quick. But rather you just watching me stand around, I'll pause it here and then play it when we're ready to the next step. Okay, we're back. It's only been about 3 minutes and we're done. It actually didn't pop as much as I remember, but I can tell by the colour of it, nice. Just maybe bring this up to the screen. A nice, it's a nice golden brown. And you sort of smell it, it's just beautiful nutty smell. Now after that's been dried up, roasted up, whatever you want to call it, set that to cool off. I'll let that cool for a couple of minutes. And then we'll put it in the mortar or pestle and we'll grind it up, and you got your roasted wattle seed ready to do your cooking, doing dishes. Another good example for roasted wattle seed is even use it as a seasoning, rub it in with pepper and salt, even a bit of bush tomato if you're lucky enough to buy that, which can be quite expensive but beautiful flavour, and rub that in on your beef. Or if you're like me, I pretty much only eat kangaroo these days, so I don't trust the meats from butchers and that, unless I personally know where the animal actually was slaughtered and came from, and the conditions and stuff like that. I don't trust all these preservatives and all that crap that they put in the food these days, but we won't go into that. Okay. Now this is a little bit hotter than what I'd normally would grind it up, but for the purpose of this demonstration, I'll just put it all in the mortar and pestle. Can't remember which one's what. Memory of that there. And the fun part is where you gotta apply a bit of muscle. You grind it up as rough or as fine as you can make it. For me, when I use it, the cooked wattle seed as an alternative for coffee, I try, for me personally, this is a personal preference, I tried to grind it about a medium grind, if that makes sense. That's just basically, that's how I like it. But just like with your coffee beans, you can have it as coarse or as fine as you like. Now what I'm actually going to do with this batch, I'm a little bit later, I'm going to be making banana cake, or banana bread, which is what I actually made last year, but I made it with wattle seed and lily pillies. I was able to get a whole bunch of lily pillies, which is actually my favourite food, and I made muffins and cakes and breads, even smoothies. But tonight later on tonight I'm actually going to use this grounded up wattle seed as a flavouring for my banana bread. And it depends on how generous it is. If I don't eat it as it's done, this might actually be a gift. We'll see how we go. Yep. And here we go. That just there. That's about what I call about a medium grind, just see. It's generally what I use to make a coffee. And if I was going to make a seasoning for my food, that's generally what I use with that. Mix up a bit of salt and pepper, whatever other herbs you like to use, and mix it up in that and you're good to go. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this little cooking demonstration. I hope you're a bit more informed. Just please, as I said earlier, if you don't know what you're gathering or what you see in the bush, please do not eat it. It's probably best just to leave it all alone together, because there is some pretty nasty stuff out there. There's a lot of stuff out there that can, if you eat it or drink it, it is fatal. So please, just if you don't know what it is and what it can do, how to harvest it, how to cook it the correct way, please just leave it. If you'd like to use wattle seed yourself at home, you actually can buy it commercially. There's getting a lot of indigenous companies that actually do start selling this, and it's already prepared. It's all ready for you to use to cook, which I do recommend actually. But just not a lot of people can actually go out and lucky enough to gather their own foods. So I'll put a couple of links down in that on my own page and at the page I am going to share this video with. So it is a little expensive, but just give it a go, because the wattle seed, it is an amazing taste. It really is a nice nutty flavour and a good additive to anything. And I tell you, there's a lot of good vitamins and fibres that I don't even know about, and it'd be probably 10 times better than any seasoning and that you actually buy in the shop. I can guarantee you that. Okay, so for now, I love you and leave it. Good night.